My great aunt, my grandmother's sister, when she was a young woman, she and her husband bought hundreds of acres of land in the Adirondacks and started a resort, which became a famous resort called Green Mansions. It wasn't like a Borscht Belt kind of thing, but it did attract a lot of young Jewish singles, and they had a very famous summer theater there, which ended up hiring a lot of blacklisted artists during the McCarthy era, and a lot of famous performers went through there, including Clifford Odets Group Theater, but people like Sheldon Harnick and Carol Burnett and lots of Zero Mostel was there. A lot of famous artists were there, and it was a very famous summer theater. That's where my parents met. And it was around until the early 1970s. It was sold. It was hugely successful. It only declined when Americans started flying to Europe instead of airfares. Air travel became, popular, and people didn't want to drive or take a train 6 hours up to the Adirondacks. But in the 50s, in the 40s and 50s, there was Green Mansions would charter a car on the train, and so it was the Green Mansions car, and people would meet at the train station and ride this car up to the Adirondacks. They always called it camp. It was very nice. It was comfortable. It wasn't like a campsite, but they called it camp. It was included 3 meals a day. There was a lake. There was boating. There was a theater. There was tennis. There was all kinds of stuff to do, and it was quite lively.